Hello everyone, this is Mr. Pop-Tart and welcome to, I don't know what this is going to be. It's, probably going to be a Through My Eyes episode, except it's going to be for a, manga. Pretty much a Japanese comics. This manga is called Flame of Recca. And, before we get into this, I am American. I can get sunburnt by a table lamp. So excuse me if I pronounce these names wrong, or, well, anything that I'm not very used to saying, I may say wrong. So, I may have already said the name wrong. Maybe it's Ressa, or maybe it's Resa, or something. I don't know, but I'm going to call it Flame of Recca. For the history of this, Flame of Recca is a manga and an anime. The anime is 42 episodes, and, I have not watched it, so I have no insight about it, but I am on the Wikipedia page, and it does say the voice actors, so I may say that. But what we're focusing on today is the manga. Very good. 300 and... How many chapters are there? What the hell? 329 chapters, so it's a pretty long manga. Written by Nobuyuki Anzai, or Anzai. See, there's my Americanness. So, it was written in 1995 to 2002, and if you look at the front, I'll probably, for the image for this video, I'm probably going to post a sort of, or maybe I'll just post around pages, but if you look at the first volume, the cover of the first volume, the drawings do not look that great. The drawing for the main character, Recca, he sort of looks like Moroku from Inuyasha, to me at first, because he's wearing all, like, some purple shirt thing, and he has the same hairstyles as him, and the same face, like, structure. But, you would be amazed by how much manga artist can develop over the couple years that he made this. I'm actually not even finished with this manga. Yeah, I'm about, chapter 270 something? It looked pretty bad. It sort of turned me off from the manga at first, the drawings. And right now, he's drawing so well. There's so much, like, detail, everything. This manga is pretty amazing. I recommend it. So, yeah, and there might be spoilers, so watch out if it already interests you. There are actually 2 video games apparently for this for this manga/anime. Flame of Recca for the Game Boy Advance and Flame of Recca Final Burning for the PlayStation 2. So I don't know how they got from the Game Boy Advance to the PlayStation 2, but that's what it says here. It is all the volumes, the 33 volumes, are in English and distributed by Viz Media, so if you want to actually get your hands on a physical copy, then you can go get it. Let's go with the plot first. I'll read some off this Wikipedia page. Flame of Recca follows the story of a teenage boy named Recca Hanabishi who is interested in ninja and claims to be one himself. He often gets into fights because he made it publicly known that the person who manages to defeat him will earn his services as a loyal ninja. And that's probably all I'm going to read for the plot, because I need to get into the detail of the characters, and I'll probably explain the plot as I'm reading the detail of the characters. Okay, so the main character, Recca Hanabishi. He is at the beginning of the story, he is a ninja wannabe, pretty much. He is more or less a gangster. Not a gangster, but he pretty much picks fights with everyone, and he says he is a ninja. A lot of people want to defeat him, including another character, which we'll get into later. And he actually has a strange power. He can make flames come out of his body just by rubbing any 2 parts of his skin together. And at the beginning of the story, he uses fireworks. He lights the fireworks with his hands and throws them, but he never actually fights with his flame. Um, Through the story, he meets a bad guy, or a bad girl, I guess. Actually, like, probably chapter 50 or so, so it's not that much of a spoiler. It turns out she's his mother, but it's already told before that, so it's like meh. And that Recca is actually the leader of a clan called the Hokage Ninja Clan, which existed over 400 years ago. His mother actually put him in a time portal thing, and he went 400 years in the future, and he's 16 now. But what the hell am I talking about? I'll tell about that when I'm explaining her character. But pretty much he's the main character. He has the power of the flame. He needs to find all the flame dragons to be his power so he can like defeat evil things. And yeah. The second character is Yanagi Sakushita, who is the main girl of the story. It's just a random girl he meets one day, and she is like so beautiful that he calls her princess and decides for her to be his master. So she is pretty like, she's the same age as him, goes to the same school, same grade, and she has a strange ability as well that allows her to heal any kind of physical injury. And she becomes pretty much the like Orihime of the story, if you ever watched Bleach or read it, which pretty much everyone wants to kidnap her, everyone's trying to get her, and they're always like saving her from stuff, and she's pretty much the one that wants to fight, tries to fight, fails miserably, and everyone has to pay for it. But she is also probably like one of the nicest characters of the story. She's pretty. They're Recca and Yanagi's like relationship develops over time, and they get like really in love with each other, and that's probably all I'm gonna say about her. The next girl in the story, Fuko Kurosawa, she is the one that's like acts like a guy, punches everyone. It's pretty much an ass, and she's like super conceited, but she's pretty strong as well, and pretty much Recca's like childhood friend. Oh, it says so right here in the Wikipedia page as well. And her main like power is she gets to use a Fujin, which is a powerful like magical item that controls the wind. And at the beginning, Recca's mom actually gives her the Fujin that has a crystal in it that allows her to control Fuko. And so Recca has to defeat her in the beginning of the story, and then Fuko gets the actual like real Fujin that allows her to control the wind. So she's like the third member of the team. And the next one is Domon Ishijima, which is pretty much a stupid like gangster, strong muscle but no brain guy. He likes Fuko. I guess their relationship develops, but it's pretty much just like one of those things that it doesn't go anywhere. The beginning of the story is exactly how it ends, so far. And he pretty much just is the buff guy that can break shit. Yeah, and nothing really matters. He can use the god damn it, how do I say this? Kuchibachio, which is a snapping claw on an extendable chain. And he also is allowed to use a Tetsugan, which allows his body to transform into pure iron, like a living iron golem is what it says here, for brief periods. So that's pretty much him. Tokiya Mikagami. He is the silent, like, swordsman guy. he can use a water sword named Ensui. He is pretty much the random bad guy that like shows up, tries to kill him, and then right after that joins the group. It's pretty a basic plot. Yeah. The next member of the party is Karo Kogane, which is the person from the main sorry, my voice hurt. From the main like bad guys, and then is like a traitor and becomes part of the team. Actually, becomes it doesn't really say anything here, but he's like super smart, and he can think of strategies, and he looks a lot like Recca, except like super short. Kaji Hoshi, her real name is Kajero, and she's Recca's mom. She can use a shadow ball, which allows her to teleport through the shadows, but it's only used in like the very beginning of the story, really, and like once after that. So yeah, she is immortal, and that's pretty much Recca's main motivation throughout the story, is to like save his mom from like being immortal forever and watching everyone around her die, and stuff like that. Next, well, I guess he's not part of the good guys, but the main bad guy, I guess, Kure. Kure is Recca's half-brother, who is 4 years older than he is. He is a flame master as well as Recca, but Recca cannot use the 8 dragons, like the 8 flame dragons like Recca can. He uses like dead people's soul, like his comrades that have died in battle. He can use their souls if they're strong, and to use them as like flames and pretty much summon them back from the dead as flame form. And his most like used manifestation of his flame power is Kurine, which is his like former lover, whose soul he absorbed using his flame when she was killed by Korin Mori, which is his stepdad, sort of. And that's the main story. A wonderful manga. There's something I want to share. I've been thinking of this for a while now. I just want a chance to say it. This I've seen a lot of manga and anime recently that have this sort of plot. Okay, first is a good guy. It's just a normal, like, sort of picks fights with people. Doesn't have any powers at the beginning, but gains, like, really super strong powers and surpasses, like, everyone around him. And then there's, like, the random person that he randomly meets, and, he or she just joins him. And then there's, like, 1 or 2 childhood friends or like classmates that randomly get caught up in their, like, they realize that the main character is doing something that's dangerous, and they get caught up in it and have to join their party as well. And then there's always like some random bad guy that just shows up and starts to become one of them. And then there's like a traitor that comes from the other side that just joins their party because he doesn't want to be part of the bad guys anymore. And you can see this also in Bleach, actually. Ichigo doesn't have any powers, just normal, like, picks fights with people. Rukia, the random person who introduces him to all the madness. Chad and Orihime, the 2 classmates and childhood friends that he brings into the madness. And then there's the random bad guy, which is Ishida, that just for some reason wants to make everyone, like, wants to make that weird match off with Ichigo with the hollows. And then the bad guy, I guess, would be Renji, because he was the bad guy at the time. He beat him, and then Renji started helping him, especially in Huarcamundo, when he like disobeyed the orders to stay and just went with him. So yeah, that's pretty much like the plot of a couple mangas as well. And I also recommend Nobuyuki Enzai's other manga, March and Awakes Madness. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. My voice is dying. and I have to get some more Minecraft episodes out, so see ya.